doing? I am super good, super happy, super excited. Today I would like to share with you a recipe that is super popular in Peru, and it's called Arroz Tapado. So it stands for stuffed rice. It is not other than a layer of rice and then stuffed, with a picadillo made with ground beef, and then another layer of rice, and then you put it on your plate, and it is absolutely delicious, super friendly to make in no time. Honestly, it's a go-to if you've been in Peru or if you've lived there. This is a dish that you could have like a go-to for any time, lunch, dinner, so you're gonna love it. Our ingredients, super easy peasy simple. Ground beef, we need garlic, tomatoes, parsley, we need some oil, salt, pepper, olives, raisins. Yeah, I know, don't look at me like that. I know, there's some people that with raisins, Okay, let's put it as optional, okay? And then we're gonna need some hard-boiled egg. That's it, most of these ingredients, we normally have it at home. And it is, a go-to. First things first, my pan is already preheated here. I am going to add my oil because I need to cook my meat. So that's number one. That sound is the perfect sound that the oil is hot. When your oil and your pan are not hot enough, then there's no sound at all, okay? And now I'm gonna start breaking it. My ground beef is already cooked, and at this point, I am going to season this first layer with a little bit of salt, not much yet, because we are using olives, but we need still to season it because we need to help with the flavor, right? And some freshly ground pepper. Now I am going to make, like a little hole cut off, in the middle, and I am going to add a little bit of my garlic, which is minced, and now we're gonna saute all of this together. My meat, it's already seasoned, and I added the tomatoes. It's looking good. And now that we have all of that moist also from the tomatoes, the first thing that I'm gonna add is the raisins, because then they will, soften a little bit, and that's how we do it. And we help the raisins also to embrace the other flavors, and we also help the other flavors to infuse the raisins, so it's a win-win. If you could just teletransport yourself in here and inhale with me, the aroma, looking good. Now, olives. We don't need to cook the olives, we just need to incorporate them, right? And this is the consistency that we are looking for, not too saucy or soupy. If you would like to come and check it out, we're looking for this. And now our perfectly cooked hard-boiled egg that is chopped in little pieces is gonna go in. At this point, we're gonna turn off the stove because we don't need it anymore. And a good amount of freshly minced parsley goes in. And then you just incorporate it. Let's plate. How do we plate our arroz tapado or our stuffed rice? Here I have my warm rice, right? And you find a container, and then you start with a layer of rice, this. Then we are going to add a layer of our picadillo. You make a little bit of, you press, a little bit, because we're layering this, And then we're gonna cover it with more rice. And this is a dish that you can totally share. Or if you're extra hungry, you know, you can have this whole dish. But as you can see, this is a big portion. But remember, always press it. So then when you unmold it, it will stay all together. Okay, now is the time of the truth. See? So far, so good. Your plate, center, your bowl, and now ta-da! Look at that. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of parsley if you want to come and check it out. So this is our arroz tapado, right? Simple, easy. It has everything, right? One way that you could totally eat this dish, it's montado, as we say it in Peru. What does this mean? Montado is not other than with a fried egg on top. Because if you want more protein, you can have more protein, right? Let's go for the muscles. Or you can have it just like this. My mama used to make thin slices of sweet potato, and it was the perfect balance, the perfect contrast, you know, the sweet and the savory of everything. It was heavenly. But we're gonna have it just like that. So my friends, once again, thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for being there, for making an effort, you know, to validate yourself that you can do it and that you can cook it, you know. And remember, use your secret weapon. It's here. Use your love. Mwah! Kisses to you all.